There were two SEAL predecessor organizations, forefather organizations, that had a hand in the Normandy landings. One was the Scouts and Raiders, and before the landing, a couple of Scout and Raiders went ashore to take sand samples from the prospective landing beaches to see what sort of load they could bear, what sort of trafficability they could have, because you wouldn't want to put heavy equipment ashore and get it bogged down right away. So they did that and brought that back for analysis. But the major SEAL forerunners came ashore in naval combat demolition units, and their job was to clear away the obstacles that the Germans had placed in the water between the high water line and outward to about maybe 10 feet of water. There's a fairly high tide range there. And so the Germans had placed extensive obstacles there, metal, concrete, some of them quite elaborate. And the job of these naval combat demolition units was to go in there and attach explosives to them in full view of the enemy and under enemy fire. That's why 52% of them were casualties on Omaha Beach. And detonate the explosives so that the rest of the landing craft carrying the troops could come ashore. The NCDUs who came ashore in Normandy in 1944 probably had a knife and a pistol or maybe a submachine gun with them, if even that. Today's SEALs carry up anywhere from, I think a light combat load would probably be something like 60 pounds, and it may go up to twice that, with body armor, helmets, and whatnot. The men who went ashore in 1944 did not have much in the way in common with the men of today in terms of equipment, but their heart, their spirit, that drive to succeed is still common to them. If somebody wants to learn more about what happened in Normandy in June 1944 and what the SEAL predecessors' role in it was, come to the SEAL Museum. There's a whole historically rich exhibit with lots of artifacts from the period and very clear and easy and yet detailed explanations of what happened. The museum spans the time from 1942 to the present, but the first place you'll see when you go to the museum is the World War II exhibit. You could spend a day there just looking at things.